Hi, I'm Thomas, and today I'm building a little tool for text counting. So, like just a little helper tool um, that gives me for a text that I put into it how many characters the text has. And I'm building it with Instance. It's an app builder that's pretty cool. That's available on instance.so and it's in early beta. It has a waiting list, but in a few days it will be available for everyone. And we start out with a short description of what we want to build. So in our case, it's a simple text counting tool with a text area that shows how many characters are in it. Right, I think that's a good starting point. We click the button and Instance is then setting up the project. And we see a preview of the app itself and also a chat with the AI that Instance provides that is helping us build the app. And we already have a server that gets automatically restarted. And here we go. So we already have something. It's a title text counter tool. It says text counter again, enter your text below. So fairly descriptive and has a character count. So let's try it. Hello, and it already works. So yeah, that was just a few seconds from idea to something that is already working. Let's copy the text here, and that works fine. Okay, it's a good start. And I would say one thing that I want to change is that I think we don't need this label for the text area, and we can make the user interface a bit more simple. Um, in this case, it's a tool that I'm building for myself. So for now, we don't need that much text to describe it. So that's cool. So I didn't even have to tell Instance specifically what I want to change. And it already came up with a very minimalistic UI that I really like. And to be honest, it's already better than what I would have come up with if I had described it in more detail. So it's a good learning for myself. I say what I want as an outcome, and I'm trying not to be too precise in how it should do it. That gives little surprises like this, and I'm happy with it. Okay, in this case, yeah, it already works. Another little detail I see is that the text area is resizable. So that's also kind of cool because sometimes we're working with larger text. And um, now that we have a working character counter, I'm thinking sometimes when you get an assignment, the assignment comes also with not only what you should write about, but also gives you guidance on how much text it should be. Like it should be 200 to 500 words or something like that. So how about not only counting the characters, but also counting words and sentences? So that's something that makes the tool a bit less minimal, but adds more features for different kind of use cases. And let's see what the UI changes will look like. Probably still like so this is still very minimal and more powerful. So now we have the character count, the word count, and the sentence count. And let's copy this in here just to check again. And that seems fine. I'm thinking maybe we also want to count the number of paragraphs. Add a paragraph count. And here we go. So we have characters, words, sentences, and paragraphs. And also Instance reloaded the app for us and kept track of the text that's in there. So we didn't have to start from scratch with the text. That's also great. And it seems like it's working. I'm removing one paragraph. Now we have two paragraphs and everything seems to work still fine. And now I think the tool, I'm already happy with the functionality. But maybe character count is no longer the right word for the tool because we added a bunch of features. So I'm not sure what kind of name the tool should have, but let's see what instance comes up with. Adapt the name of the tool to reflect the features. Let's see what happens. All right. So now it's called Text Analyzer. And apparently there was a problem that happened, but it seems like it is already fixed. But let's try if everything still works. Yeah, looks fine. One sentence. Now it's two sentences, one paragraph. And here we have two paragraphs and a third one. All right. So with that, I think we might still build on top of this little tool. But for this session, I'm satisfied. I went from a small idea to something that kind of works even within just a few seconds. And now I even added a bunch of more useful features to it. And I can also publish the app and have it available at a URL that I can share with friends or colleagues. So they can also use the tool now. That's pretty cool. Let's give it a name and yeah, that's all for this session. Thanks everyone.